Alright guys, good morning. I am headed to the chiropractor, so I'm in a hurry. But I wanted to show you guys my starter real quick. So this is day 3 and it looks a lot different today than it did yesterday. Starting to bubble and definitely increase in size. So I'm gonna add 50 grams of water and 50 grams of flour and then we'll check it again. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. I'm back home from the chiropractor. And I am coming down here. I'm coming down to my raised bed garden, greenhouse garden, flower garden. Haven't got a name for it just yet, but I'm really wanting to measure these sunflowers and see how tall they are. So, how tall do y'all think they are? Let's see. Hey fishies. Let's feed the fish first. Probably gonna need a ladder, guys. And a tape measure. Now these are obviously going to get probably a little bit taller, but I think I can see the flowers on the top, so they may not get a whole lot taller than this. Now I gotta secure this so I don't fall. Don't try this at home. If y'all try this, just be real careful. All right, I'm thinking 7 foot maybe. Oh, taller than that. Okay, we're at 93 inches. 3 inches away from 8 feet tall. We're looking at almost 8 feet, and I think this trellis has really helped keep them nice and straight. This is just a flower trellis, and I've moved it up several times, and it's withstood some storms. We're supposed to have some storms tomorrow, so I hope that it doesn't hurt them. I may end up raising this a little bit more so they're about halfway, and blooms to follow. I transplanted my cardinal climbers yesterday and they look pretty good. There's a couple of them that might not look too happy right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and water those again, but the rest of them do. Fingers crossed, I hope they do well. I did put a few more seeds in the ground, but I did read that they did not like transplanting too much, so that's the only one that doesn't look too hot right there. But I'm going to go get some water. Good morning, hope you guys are having a great day. Good late morning. I slept in a little bit this morning. I didn't sleep good the night before, so I cashed in on a few hours this morning. Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, here's my sourdough. So I put a piece of Scotch tape on here, and we're about right here on the sourdough. So it rose double from when I put this on here yesterday evening. So which I think that's a good sign on what I've been reading. So today is the last day of adding 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water. And it says it should rise double from today and it should be ready for baking. So that puts me at fixing the bread tomorrow, which is Friday, and letting it rise overnight and baking it Saturday in hopes that it's ready and good by Sunday morning. That's a lot. So I do have a backup plan. I am going to the grocery store tomorrow and I'm going to buy some bread just in case this is like gross or something. And if that don't work out, and I could also make some regular bread because I make other types of bread that's not sourdough. Backup plan for sure. I mean, I'm not going to embarrass myself. No. Okay, so anyways, let's add to this and get this going. No, it don't smell good. It is a warm June day. You can tell it's starting to get into June. We're starting to get humidity now where we didn't before. There's some weather moving in this afternoon. I think some storms possibly, and it's always humid before the storms. So I'm fixing to go in my greenhouse, just check everything real quick, and then I want to go out here and check this hummingbird vine because I was real worried about it yesterday. 2 of the plants didn't look too good, and I was just getting real sad over it. But let's go in the greenhouse real quick and do a quick walkthrough and check everything. Make sure everything's good and wet. On these days like this, you've got to water everything every day because in here it gets pretty warm and it'll dry it pretty quickly. Even my succulents, I could water them probably every other day, where out there I might water them once a week, just depending on where they're at, where the sun's hitting them and all that good stuff. This one right here is fixing to bloom. It's an orchid and it has a quick bloom on it. It comes real fast and leaves real fast. You got to come down here and check it if you want to see it, but it's really exotic looking. So I'll try to get it. It may open today, I don't know. If it does, I'll try to catch it for y'all. Pretty succulents still bloom. These stay bloomed for a long time. Look at that beauty. So pretty. Echeveria setosa, I love those. They're a little fuzzy Echeveria. Alright, y'all check out my fish. Now my fish pond is pretty warm. We're looking at about 84 degrees. And I've seen it as warm as 90. Now that was at the end of the day. And I haven't had any problems with the fish not liking it. Now back in the back they've got a little shaded area they can go to. Now I could put I thought about dropping some frozen milk jugs in here and just keep them kind of rotating on these hot days like this. The fish might like it, and I don't know. I spoil them, so that might be what I do. I did put some ice cubes in here the other night as a frozen treat. I think they liked it. So we may do that, but they don't look like they're, they don't look unhappy at all. They come up here for food constantly. So I think they're doing okay. All right, let's go out and check this hummingbird vine or cardinal climber, whatever y'all want to call it. I call it hummingbird vine because I like hummingbirds. That's what I chose. This is the one that didn't look good yesterday that I was getting all sad about. But, and I know it still looks kind of puny, but it actually looks a little bit better today than it did yesterday. It was very sad looking yesterday. So it may live. I've given it a lot of water and a little bit of TLC, and I think it might perk back up. But this is like another variety, same type of plant, just a little bit different species. It fared really well to the moving, and this one did too, which is the same one. So maybe. And all these others did too. So I think the others are doing good. I actually even added some seeds because I wanted to thicken it up a little bit. I've got some over here. Looks good. Some hiding behind the cosmos. And they're all looking good. So, yay. Now, y'all check out my sunflowers. They're coming up. But I've also got some zinnias coming up. Right through here, all through there. Now, I didn't plant zinnias this year. I was just going to make this all a sunflower row. They decided to come up on their own from reseeding from last year, volunteering, so I wasn't going to mess with them. They want to live here. They can come live here. Some beautiful cone flowers. And you guys check out my daylilies. Now, they are covered in blooms this year. I did not have this many on them last year, but this is the second year with them, and they've quadrupled in size. And I'm real excited to see them open up. And I've got them over here blooming same as well. Now, I'd be a little insane to stay out here too much longer because it's hot, but I am insane sometimes. And very random. I'll probably come out here in a little bit, but whew, it's warm. I think I've got a plan, and I'm heading to it right now. I've got a sunflower in front of my driveway over there. I just kind of sprinkle them everywhere. And that was one of my other random plans today, is just get some seeds out, like sunflower seeds, and just sprinkle them about the yard, see where they come up. This is my plan. My plan is to not have too many more plans for the next little bit and sit here. All right, guys, I'm back down at my greenhouse again. It's a little bit harder than it was earlier, too. But I'm waiting on my laundry to get done. So I think I'm going to sprinkle some of those sunflower seeds out that I was wanting to do, especially before it rains. And actually, I just heard thunder. So let's go in here and see what sunflowers I do have. I bought some the other day, but I still have some from last year, too. I don't even know what I've done with them. I literally have seeds everywhere. Oh, those are pretty. Look at that. Okay, here's some mammoth ones. Empty onions. Lemon queen. Oh, but I did find some of these. Same thing, the foliage is a little different. I kind of like the foliage on the other one. It looks a little bit more dainty. Now, 75 days to bloom. The 60 over 2 months. June, July. These will be August. That's okay. It'll still be very hot here in August. Where can I take these sunflowers? I'm thinking I'm going to take them down the garden because I said I was going to plant some this year in the garden. And I didn't do it. I'm going to now, though. Even if it's August before they come up. Maybe I'll put them right here by this fence. I'll sneak them in here. I've got to go back up to the house too to make sausage balls. So I've got like laundry going on, sausage balls, planting sunflowers. I've got a random day going on here. I usually do though. That's not unusual for me. I kind of jump from one thing to the next. But now actually, I do have a spot down here that one of my tomatoes did not come up. So, all right, this will be a perfect spot right here for some sunflowers. I had one like volunteer there last year. Sometimes that happens. Hello, chickens. The chickens are doing good. Spoiled as ever. Hey guys. Y'all watching over the garden? Check out my beans. Look at that. Starting to bloom. I know what that means. It means I'm gonna be canning soon. Oh, look. Look at that. Yep, so we got blooms all over them. That did not take very long. Wow, that's a big one. Tall one. I'm so glad they're the bush stringless variety. They make things easier, make life a little bit easier. And I'm all about that. Y'all look at this. We have several skunks. See those holes? Every night when I'm up awake and can't sleep, which happens frequently, I stand there and look out the window and I see skunks. We have one that's solid white. I saw it a couple nights ago. And then last night I saw another one down the hill that just had a white spot on its head. Oh goodness, I have corn growing in. Oh, mercy. That didn't come out too easily. Come on. Well, okay, it doesn't want to. Corn from the bird feeder. Happens every year. And I would leave it there, but it just gets too big and doesn't produce like the shade right here. Oh, mercy. I let it get too large. The other day I dumped some boiling water on my weeds. It really hurt. work. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go in and make my sausage balls before it starts storming. And I'm not sure what I've done with my other glove.